back to another stream. Tonight we're going to be streaming some OC Animatic stuff, specifically with my character and a friend's character. Basically we are going to be, I'm going to be drawing an animatic for them. It's just me having fun, basically. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing an animatic. Oh, let me rearrange my chair. They're going to be doing animatic. As you can see, the fancy Clip Studios up. We're going to be doing an animatic for, let me, my brushes around. We're going to be doing an animatic for my character, Cassiopeia, and my friend's character, Baron. This is, why am I on turnip pen? That is weird. My sketching brush. There we go. So yeah, we're going to basically be, hopefully, oh no, when I bend down, do my eyes close? Oh dear, that could be an issue for it seems fine on my OBS. Let's hope that stays that way. Okay. I should have probably at least sketched it before I like opened stream. But I make mistakes, so this is the eyes. And I can see it in your eyes. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. This song is Black Sheep. Oh hey Beto. Hey Beto. So this song is Black Sheep. It's by Poor Man's Poison. Ah! I don't have that set up yet again, Beto. Also loud. I forgot to shut that down. Let me just go ahead and while we're real fast, let me just go ahead and real fast and go through all my alerts and fix that because that is really loud. Where the fuck is my alerts? Edit alerts. There we go. Let me just turn off all of the sounds. Did it seriously delete all of my previous? Okay, so that's fun. All my previous ones for some reason are not showing up. Okay, thanks, Twitch. You Twitch. Okay, back to stream. We're gonna ignore everything. Okay. Anyways, this is the animatic. The animatic's basically Baron's. Okay. This takes some lore explaining. Cassiopeia becomes an ancient one. Her and Baron both hate ancient ones, but she needs to be an ancient one in order to kill an ancient one. Baron really is gonna fucking hate this. This is an animatic basically explaining that. It's not canon yet, but this is just me doing a headcanon because Baron's never around, so we're doing this. No offense, Baron. You're here. So yes, this is what we're doing today. This is the song Black Sheep. Specifically, Baron suggested it. Oh no, not the Vampire Night plotline. Vito, you're gonna have to explain that. You know I don't get your references. The funny thing is Vito suggested this song. One of the main reasons I did it is I could see it in your eyes, and after Cassiopeia became an ancient one, she gets heterochromia, which is a sign of ancient ones and witches and all that in the lore. So, this entire animatic's literally planned because of that. I also have another animatic I can work on if I get bored of this one, but I'm going to start sketching it. I need to remember what I was doing with this. So let me turn it down again, because I bet it's still pretty loud. And I hate when my music is too loud. I have sensory issues. Let's turn down the volume way lower. Let's do 35, because if it's just 34, it's going to bother me. I've been seeing things for how they really okay, that's what it is. I need to figure out, maybe I should have planned this better. I should have probably sketched this before I started to stream, but you know, gotta have that funness. Okay, let's just. Thanks for. Let's do Baron looking at Cassiopeia, and then basically that. I hate drawing Baron. Why did I choose this one to do on stream? I hate drawing Baron's character. And I have to draw, I'm gonna have to pull out the other animatic because I have a new way of drawing him, so I'll have to pull that out in a bit, but I'm just gonna do a basic sketch. Curse the llama. I hate llamas for some reason. I just cannot draw llamas right. Who can never draw a llama right? I don't know. I'm a furry artist, but I can't draw llamas, which I think is probably kind of funny. He needs to be kind of angry. I have not drawn in a bit. like, actually in a bit. So this is just my first drawing in, like, forever, and I'm just going in like, "Hey, I'm gonna stream this! This is gonna be so much fun!" No, it's not, I bet I'm gonna be struggling, I bet. I have not done an animatic in a while, and I have not drawn in a while. Uh, uh, do I not true, you drew all my NPCs. True, I forgot about that. I forgot I did that. Okay, fine, I haven't drawn Anthro in a while. There. Much better. Let me fix my camera. Much better. I haven't drawn Anthro in a bit. Okay, I wonder if I should. That looks like a smile, but it's not. It's frown because he's pissed. Yeah, this entire plot line's so funny to me because it's just like my character's like, "Hey, we both hate ancient ones." Anyways, I became one because we needed to become an ancient one to kill one. And then she just still has all these powerful artifacts just ready to kill an ancient one with. And she's just fun and goofy. I love Cassiopeia. I can't wait to actually get to the plot lines. She's going into her mourning arc. TM. By that I mean she's literally her kid in lore died, which is a Zoglin. I need to figure out where his eyes are looking so then I know where to put Cassiopeia. Um Put them that way. No. I need to figure out where they are in the scene. As if I've ever done that before in an animatic. I am not a professional animatic person thingy. Um, I bullshit my way through every single animation thing I do. Who wouldn't? Yeah, it's literally a Vampire Night Girl and her boyfriend hunt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, to be fair, in this case, it is Cassiopeia's fault. She willingly chose to become an ancient one. That was her fault. She was like, "Hey, I need to become an ancient one in order to kill them," and then did that. I have my thing up. Let me pull up the last animatic I did of Cassiopeia and Baron purely so I can grab his previous character design that I did. Because he does have a character design and I need to pull it up. Where is it? Cassiopeia and Baron, there's the main one. Um, 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 I know. Uh, Maybe it's under Baron? Just Baron? Probably not the. Oh, there it is. Wasn't where it was supposed to be, but it is somewhere. Okay. But yeah, Cassiopeia quite literally just kind of is like, "Hey, I know we both kind of hate this thing, but I became one because I need the power." Also Cassiopeia is dead. So that's also relevant to the thing. Yeah, Cassiopeia's gone. She's dead. She's been dead. Basically, the ritual to turn her into Ancient One. The Ancient One has her memories, has her feelings, has her thoughts, but isn't her. Complicated, but it's how it works. This isn't Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia's long been dead. She still cares for all the people she used to care about, but yeah, she's been dead. I feel like this doesn't look right. Oh, maybe his ears should be down. Because, that's how animals show things. And he's a llama person. Can't throw llama. Still has the joke that he's not a furry in his bio for the last 3 years I've known him. Ah, I need to figure out what I'm doing with this. I've been seeing things for how they really been. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'll have a cut to Cassiopeia, and then zoom in on her eyes, which are important to the lore TM. Although I might just skip around and actually start on my Cassiopeia animatic I wanted to work on way more, but this one sounds cooler, and it works for Baron's character too. So I like making multi-purpose animatics. He just doesn't look pissed enough to me. Maybe it's just the sketch line stuff. Let's go ahead and maybe like this. He does have fluffy hair. That's one thing I gave him. Baron is not an artist, so like his character design's purely based off of my own like drawings of him and stuff. Um, and his Minecraft skin. His Minecraft skin's technically his canon design. I have changed his Minecraft skin's design because I don't like drawing it. And it's registering. My eyes is closed. Thank you, YouTube Studio. How did I draw his cape thing? Also, here's a little sneak peek on how things look in the background. For all of that stuff you don't think about when you're an artist. You don't think about all the frames. Frame. But no, seriously, I need to get Baron's characters reference riff. Also, Baron's like characters like canonically going on like a sabbatical. Not sabbatical, that's a bad term. He's basically looking for relics to defeat ancient ones, which is kind of funny because they technically have two literally in their house, but Cassiopeia is not really open to sharing those. She's kind of greedy with her relics she does have. It's like kind of in character. She's never like let anyone really touch her relics. They're very important to her. They're like a thing. To be fair, they are important for a reason. She wants to use them to kill people. Well, kill ancient ones, which are like gods, but not really. But yeah, she's gonna be doing that. Might download this video later, make it well, I guess I can't really because my stupid VTuber model's in the way. It won't be a good like paint because my VTuber model yapping. I want Baron to be pissed off. Character is supposed to be kind of pissed off in this scene. He's realized that he's been lied to for a long while. I realized that basically all of Baron's like stuff I've worked on recently for him is all to do with Cassiopeia, which of course makes sense. She's my character. I'm gonna do stuff based around her. That's just how things work. But yeah, basically, how this is gonna like extend his little cape because I actually like it when it's bigger and like dramatic, like that little dramatic hood. I'm always worried my VTuber model does not look right when I'm not like actively messing with it because like well obviously because it doesn't look right sometimes. I need to fix that. But yeah, uh, give him his little shoulder. Funny if I like very tense, angry llama. Yeah, I should get Baron in here. I can't really ping him now that I'm already streaming. Hey, Beto, ping Baron and tell him I'm doing an animatic for his character. Probably busy with school, though. He's been busy with for a while. I think I didn't give it. Yeah, it's like a cape, full cape. Got like a full cape going. Do that for myself. So why you? You're the only person watching, Beto. That's why. Oh wait, I got one other viewer now. But yeah. I'm gonna do like a skip to this. Cassiopeia looking very innocent. Where is he looking? Looking this way. So her being this way. Not true, there's a second chatter somewhere. Somewhere, yes. There is a second chatter. I don't know if they're probably someone I know, but I don't know if they share Discord with Baron. So you should ping him for me. You know, be a friend. Be a friend and ping Baron and tell him. I'd do it myself, but I forgot to tell him before I started streaming that I'd be streaming his thing. Mainly because I didn't know. How big is Baron's character on this scene? That's about correct. That's Cassiopeia sketched out. Need her to look oblivious. She doesn't know he knows. I hate drawing Cassiopeia's fins. I draw them different every single time I draw her. Who knows why I do that? Probably because I don't know how to draw them consistently. Oh, I do have a Discord DM. Okay, let me just go ahead and... I guess I could have just pinged Baron while I was actively on Discord. But whatever. He's fine. Yeah, whatever. Also, Bito, are you a... You should be a... Yeah, you're a mod. I was gonna say, you should be a mod. Okay, let's get Cassiopeia. I don't know if her design's gonna be changed by the point in this lore, so I'm gonna do her OG design. She's technically in a different design right now, but I don't know if it's gonna be changed by the time it hits in lore, so her classic design would probably be the most recognizable as Cassiopeia. That looks like he's looking at her. Yeah, close enough. I love Cassiopeia, though. She's one of my... I feel like she goes into... There's a specific genre I have of character design of... I give them a specific eyelash. I gave it to Solom, I gave it to Cassiopeia. Basically, just really, really long, exaggerated eyelashes. I also gave it to my VTuber model. Although she gets it... Like, my VTuber model has, like... It doesn't... It's not as dramatic for my VTuber. But yeah. I swear no one messages me until the second I'm streaming, and then I have so many people. It's cute. Thank you, Beto. I very much enjoy the character design. It's fun for me. It's like a very animated way of drawing eyelashes. I like it. I wish I did more creative things with my art, but I don't. My art is very samey. It's looked the same for years. Like, some things are objectively different, but majority of stuff is the same. And it actually kind of annoys me. I wish my art would be different more. I've drawn almost the exact same way for 5 years straight. Now, I've naturally grown as an artist, but my art style has stayed the same generally. Like, if you looked at my art from 5 years ago, you could easily be like, yeah, I could see that as Jinx's art. Which is fine. I do like my art style, but at the same time I hate it, so I don't know. Maybe I don't like it. I'm in a constant battle with hatred of my art, but to be fair, all artists are. So I can't really be like, it's usually just me. I don't think that's true. Seeing some old art, and there's definitely a difference. There is a difference, but I feel like you could still tell it's my art. At the very least, my traditional art and my digital art do have different styles, with my digital art having a very unique thing. And I guess, well, it depends on my, I guess it depends on my, thank you, Vito. I think I feel like my art style isn't very, like, not common-ish art style, which gives me even more insecurities, because I feel like everyone inherently hates it. But that's just because of other issues. I once did an entire animatic. Took me 4 days with 12 hours a day. I made it for 16 people. Less than half even acknowledged it despite being pinged. I think that had to have been the hardest point. You've never seen an art style like mine? Yeah. My art style definitely, I feel like, is kind of unique. I think the closest, quote unquote, I'd go is I do have somewhat of a similar style to the reboot She-Ra like animated series, but it's still not very close. It's just that's the closest, probably because it very much inspired me. That doesn't look right. Very much inspired me as an artist, but yeah, I had that one experience a few months back. And it really, really hit my arts bad. Like, I was going with I was really into the magical girl vampires for a bit. And then I did that animatic for all those people, and barely anyone responded, and that completely ruined my confidence. I didn't draw for, like, months on end. But it happens. I shouldn't have done a huge gift like that anyways. And if that's a vibe, that's a good sign. Yeah, the reboot She-Ra is a good one. Oh, it is! I love the reboot She-Ra. It's one of my favorite shows. I haven't rewatched it in a while, but it's always going to be up there on my favorite show list. But yeah, my early art style, you can definitely see my art style being close to She-Ra years ago. I think you can almost even tell the shift between sketchbooks of when I watched reboot She-Ra and when I afterwards. You could tell the shift in the art style very much so when I did that. If I brought out my old sketchbooks, I don't have dates on most of my old sketchbooks. I was never one to date sketchbooks purely because I forget. But yeah, you can kind of tell there's like a period where my art got very similar, and then it started branching off. And I do think my art is pretty unique. I'm not gonna like I do think my art does have a lot of unique aspects. I haven't really seen an art style similar, quote unquote, to mine, for better or for worse. I do wish I did some things differently. Like, I wish that I was more detailed, but as a person with very, very bad ADHD, it's hard for me to be detail oriented sometimes. So it's hard for me to have the energy to just put in a bunch of detail. And even when I do, I feel like it doesn't turn out well. For example, old VTuber models. You can see I tried to do like a lot of detail in those. I hated it because I thought it looked overdone. So I changed it. And I never did it again. So I do like a lot of flat colors. I don't do like a lot of rendering. I've been doing a lot more shading recently, which I like. But yeah. This is slick. I've been seeing things for how they really be. Okay, let me I don't want to do this. New tab. Okay, I'm gonna show you how annoying key forms are. Jazz hands. I'm gonna do a key form because I hate myself personally. Well, I guess I could have kept the next one. It's really I gotta change her positioning, so let me go ahead and duplicate this. And I'm gonna make her face more forward. Let's like... Can I just like kind of transform? Oh wow, that's a very... Why did I have the transform to this tool? That's not gonna go... Okay, I can't do that. Okay. Let's just grab this. I'm so great at art, guys. For real, for real. There. But yeah, my art, I definitely am insecure about my art at times, but I am in a period where I'm more okay with it than usual. I go through periods where, oh my god, my art is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and periods where I'm like, wow, my art's not that bad. During the Magical Girl Vampires era, I was like, oh my god, my art is amazing. That's why everything looked so good. I was actually confident in my art. That was like one of the few times in my life I've actually been confident in my art. I'm trying to make this more forward. Why didn't I just go back? What the fuck am I doing? We're just gonna move her face more forward. Well, actually, I'm gonna move her more to like a center of the thing, and then I'm gonna just have her face more forward. By the way, fun fact about little art things. Outside of this blue line, you can't see in the actual thing. That's why it blurs out when I play it. So like if I play it, you can see right there, it blurs out because it's outside of the camera. So if you go outside of the... Oh wait, this is not a good example of a version of where if you go outside the camera, everything looks like shit. Like for example, look, his little ear is not colored in because I don't need to color it in. Gotta find that confidence. I try to have that confidence. It's very hard for me. I'm not a confident person for one. And for two, I haven't had given a lot of reason to be confident in my art. I don't have a lot of reason to be confident in my art typically. Let me just find an old Magical Girl Vampire animatic because I want to show how bad outside of the animatic lines it can get for me sometimes because of how I work. I think it's the one animatic. Specific animatic. I know the specific animatic I'm thinking of how bad it is. I just have to actually find it. That's the one. Where's the... Am I gonna have to actually search for it directly? It's weird. I've noticed that my thing... How much more commissions will take you to make you confident then? I don't know, Vito. I don't know. genuinely, I feel like the commissions do help. I'm not gonna lie, they do help me feel more confident, but it's definitely a struggle at times. I feel like this is off. I'm like missing animatics, and I know they're in here, but yeah. Anyways, I guess I'm not gonna let myself get too sidetracked on this mission of trying to show you how bad my animatics are. Uh, is it, yeah, Rav will joke about how bad my animatics are. Because they are. But like, in the sketch phase, essentially. I mean, you have to consistently draw my character in nearly every campaign we've played. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I like drawing people's characters for them. I just enjoy it. Let me go up. And then I'm gonna try to get her more forward face. Turn on onion skin. My behated. I don't mind drawing people's characters though. I kind of enjoy it. It can be fun at times. Sometimes I get a little annoyed. I've had experiences, not with you guys, but I've had previous experiences where people will like want me to adjust every little detail, and I'm like, listen, dude, I'm doing this for free. Can we just like be done with it? One time I had someone ask me to do like 50 details on like a gift art, and I was like, hey, at a certain point I was like, hey, can we just I can't do this anymore. I've already done like 50 edits to this. I can't do it. It's for free. I'm sorry, my dude. But yeah. Oh wait, I could just duh. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I could have just been using a symmetrical tool this whole time. But yeah, I like drawing people's characters a lot. It's typically like a fun little thing for me. It gives me enjoyment. Oh, Baron response. But yeah, I'm excited for. I need to work on Cyberpunk campaigns, map art, character art, literally everything. I love the Cyberpunk campaign. I'm not gonna lie, but boy, am I really bad at getting everything done for campaigns. I'm now remembering. Should be good enough. Keep it. Try to keep it semi. Jinx, you gotta keep it. Try to keep it matched up. Actually, no. I'm gonna zoom into the eyes. What the fuck am I talking about? I gotta. It doesn't matter. Please. I'm psyched for Whalefall. I need to find a mindset for bats though. Fair. I went into the session completely void in notes and it shows. Oh my god. Yeah, for me, it was literally like I was kind of dreading it purely because I've had a lot of in real life stuff going on, so did not have everything I wanted done for the campaign. For example, a lot of the plot lines were not supposed to be revealed on in that session, but I had nothing else that I could do for filler, so I was just like, I'll just explain the shit and that be that for right now. Boop, boop, boop. This doesn't look like Cassiopeia. By the way, I would like to comfort you and say I went into that session completely void in notes, only vibes. And by that, I mean, I improv'd I improv'd everything. I do that for every session, but that session was really bad. I did not plan that one enough. I'm not gonna lie. I probably very obviously showed that I was not prepared enough. I don't know, though. I feel like I'm pretty good at improv, but sometimes I feel like I'm not. Usually vibes works, but I completely forgot the persona we had built during character building. That's fair. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just literally was like, hey, are my eyes consistently staying closed? Like, I don't know why it's doing this. But anyways, I was just like, yeah, you guys all have your own special details while forgetting what each of the characters' intense backstories were. I felt really bad. I did not mean to forget everyone's backstories, but it happens. Hopefully this animatic will. Jake seeing the art with her mind's eye. Yeah. I don't know why. Wait, did it just pop? The chat actually just work? Normally, it doesn't work on OBS. It broke a year ago, and I never fixed it because I'm lazy. And it just worked. Magic. The magic of never fixing it, and it'll fix itself, guys. Let's all have a round of applause. Let's all have a round of applause for OBS doing something right for once. But no, seriously. I don't know why my character's eyes keep closing. It's very annoying. I kind of hate it. Nothing else is true in this world. That applies for OBSing. For real, for real. OBS is my one sworn enemy, but also my best friend. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The world may never know what time this is. Like, for example, I'm drawing right here. I don't have to draw in this space. It doesn't exist. No one can see it but me, but I have to finish it because of my own stupid perfection issues. I can talk. You guys get an insider look on how Jinx does her animatics, aka the bad way. Be like this. And then we're gonna do the fancy thing with keyforms once I make sure this looks semi-okay. I love this Barrett drawing, I'm not gonna lie. Perfect! The bald Cassiopeia. But the vibes. The vibes, yes! I know, I'm like... I have watched plenty of videos on how to do animatics and stuff, and I do everything by the book wrong. But they still turn out looking okay, so I'm okay. This does not look like Cassiopeia. This is wrong. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. It's fine. Just go ahead. Let's just snatch this body and make it bigger so her head doesn't look... Actually, why don't we just snatch her head and make it smaller? That's a genius idea, Jinx. Thank you for bringing that up to yourself. I talk to myself way too much. That's why I'm great at streaming. This is my normal conversation during stream. This is my normal conversation while doing art. Except now I'm just streaming it. Just shift, drink. Perfect. That actually looks better. I'm not gonna lie. I thought her head looked a little bit too big, and it did. So, score 1 for me having good, decent instincts occasionally. It's just good. Like, let's just give the illusion that there's something there. But yeah, I'm such a bad, like, I would be such a bad, like, actual professional artist. I need to work on the Lost and Forsaken pilot. I just haven't. Because I've been busy with... Okay, we got everything set up. Perfect. Now we're gonna do a little thing. Now I have to remember how to do keyforms, guys. Let's see what I can do. Okay, let's see how badly I get these keyforms set up, okay? Okay, so... Object mode. Enable keyframes. Keyframe. Yeah. We've got a lot of projects going, but better just a ball at this point. Yeah, there's so many projects, like, literally. I feel kind of, like, not trapped, but I feel like I'm not working as fast as I want to on anything because I'm just like, what do I do? Did I keyform this? I did. Let's... Wait. Keyform before. Keyform after. Otherwise, it hates me and fucks up. Okay. Let's just go ahead and bring her face up close. That's too far. Wow, you can tell how... Oh, wait, I messed up the symmetrical tool. Great. This was gonna go great. I'll just fix it all in post. Oh, that's why I messed up the symmetrical tool. This isn't matching to the symmetrical tool. Okay. We're gonna straight up go like that. That's not gonna work. Okay. It's just unchecked ambition. Fair. It's just the fact I have too many projects going on that I want to work on really badly. It's just the curse of... I always have done this. I've always been like, I want to get this done, and this done, and this done, and this done, and then I never get anything done because I feel overwhelmed. Let's close. Let's shrink it a little bit. Like try to even it out. Okay, and the magic keyframes happens. It's gonna take a minute. And I can see it in your eyes. Awesome. Save. I know that was really hard to see because it glitched, but I know it works. I just need to save it before it crashes because my Clip Studio personally hates me. Not gonna lie. Okay. And I can see it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and do a new layer. So that doesn't matter. Well, I need it to matter. Oh, wait. I can remove this. Go to this bottom layer. I can just take this and go like this. Let's. I was the same way, still kind of am. So if it's something that with other people, I start making priorities, and if it's just for myself, I just go off vibes, and whatever happens, happens. That's fair. I kind of just go. I'm kind of like similar now at this point. I've kind of gotten to a point where if it's with something else, someone else, I will often prioritize it. It really depends on the project, though, for me. Because sometimes with projects, like, if it's like, so like, for example, Magical Girl Vampires, I really prioritize that for myself until I went through an art block depression. So yeah, it kind of just depends on what I'm doing at that time period it happens, because sometimes it's just straight up, I really want to work on it and I'm not going to be able to focus on anything else. Those times can be fun, but they can also be stressful because then I have other things, but I really want to work on my main thing, but I got to work on the other things because responsibility to friends and stuff. Right now I'm in a good place of I have nothing else going on in my life, so well, nothing else going on creatively, really. I have this project, which is all RP server, so it is involved with other people. I want to make the eyes even bigger, but I fear that they already are as big as they can really get. I think I'm just gonna have to go off of this, probably. Eyebrows. Man, main vibe is the same thing I was suggesting with the shopping waitlist. If you need it, I'll get around to it. If I don't get around to it, I don't need it. That's fair. Some projects I've been waiting on for years, though. Like, that's why I finally started working on Lost and Forsaken. It's literally been written out for years. I just haven't done anything with it. So I finally took time and effort and be like, okay, I'm going to do something with this because it's an important project to me. But overall, actually, that's why so many of my projects are just technically on permanent hiatus unless I ever work on them again. Because a lot of my projects are just straight up, if I work on it, that's great, but I probably won't, so just, like, know that. There's plenty I want to get back to, though. Like, my Apocalypse Prepper comedy show. I would like to get to that eventually. I still laugh at its concept. Okay, this is great. So now, I put the layer here from the beginning work. I've been seeing things for how they really be. And I can see it in your eyes and so. Okay, and I'm gonna have a little blink animation. We're gonna turn this off just purely so I can do an animation with this. Duplicate. I'm only gonna do like 4 layers, and then the change thing will be whatchamacallit. You'll see. It's easy enough. Did I ever tell you how many campaigns of mine I actually finished? No. You already know my number is extremely low, so I'd like to hear your number. Out of the 12 years I've been playing TTRPGs, 2. I feel that in my bones. I really want to finish I really want to finish the Whalefall campaign, and I really want to finish Memento Mori. I'm hoping Whalefall can actually go on for like a year or 2. Because the thing with Whalefall is it's built in a world where I can expand it. Memento Mori I shut down purely because I can't really do much with it. The world itself is not thought out. It was meant for a fun concept, and that's about it. Anything else, and it does not work. I really want to work on like all of that stuff. I really want to work on. Actually, I should have moved. Let me just go ahead and a little bit too. But I really want to finish it. But yeah, my first few campaigns, I really did not finish. DDA getting to the very last session and stopping short, so figures. I count DDA. I'll count DDA for you. Because I feel like DDA is close enough to where it basically counts. We got to the last session. Like, if we never get to finish Memento Mori, I'll technically count it. Because it's close enough to where my brain, I can justify it counting. The only reason it didn't finish is purely based off of circumstance, not because I wasn't going to finish it. Like, for Memento Mori, the story's already written. You guys already have everything in Memento Mori. I already have everything done. I just need to get everyone together, so I count it as a finished campaign, because it's basically finished in my mind. I don't know if that's stupid or not. Oh, I am being called. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, but I'm gonna have to do a BRB screen because I need to do something. So I'll be back in a minute. Here's the thing: we could start seeing this season 2 the way we are now, and just kind of figure out what happened at the end. That could be fun. I do want to start DDA season 2. I'm really excited for DDA season 2. Okay, I'm gonna do a be right back. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Let me just pull up my Clip Studio again so you can see it magically. Okay, back to animating eye. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, finishing campaigns. Yeah, I really want to get like DDA and stuff. I really want to work on that and stuff. I want to finish DDA. I also, of course, want to finish all my campaigns, which will hopefully happen. How this looks. It should be a slightly slower, but it works. Let me look at that. What's going on there? Okay, I just need to fix that. That's what's going on. I love Oh, that's bad. I love fixing all the little issues in animation. It's so fun. Sarcasm. Why am I fixing that? It's not even in frame! I'm so stupid. Okay. But yeah, she does her little blink, and then her eyes are gonna come back as Ancient One colored eyes. And I can see it in your eyes and so okay, let's turn back the top one again and see how it looks like. Sorry, this is part of the animatic process. Not going I've been seeing things for how they really be. And I can see it in your eyes and so you looks great. Love the look. Let me save fast. But yeah, that looks great. I need to figure out the next part now. Although I might take a break. How long have I been streaming? 46 minutes. Okay. So I may take a break and stop streaming after in like another few minutes. Just do like a quick stream maybe. I've gotten a lot done, to be honest. I'm a pretty fast artist for sketch wise and stuff, I feel like. But yeah. I love this Baron design. I'm not gonna lie. 10 out of 10 Baron design. I think this is one of my favorites I've done. I redesigned him against his will. Not against his will. He doesn't really care. I've redesigned him my own way because what happened kind of is I hate drawing his normal design, his skin design, so I was like, hey, I'm redesigning you, and he just had to accept that. You draw the llama good? Thank you, I hate drawing llamas. He's my least favorite character to draw. Look at this ugly face. I'm kidding. I love your character, Baron. Please don't get mad at me for this. But no, but seriously, I hate drawing Baron. It's one of the things that I consistently complain about. Every single time I draw him, he looks different. I feel like this needs to be longer. Just... oh, keep frames. Frames back on so I know what's going on. Okay. I feel like if I do... there. But his snoot... okay, like, his snoot is cute, but I struggle with it. Look at this ugly snout. I struggle. Okay, let me just check this now that I've adjusted something. Half of animatic making is just checking back and forth. Half of animatic making is just checking over and over again if it looks okay. Okay, and still you call yourself my friend. Let's just do another Baron. I'm gonna duplicate this, I'm not gonna lie, and just straight up copy it. And I'm gonna use that as a baseline. I'm such a lazy artist. We'll use this as the baseline. Do like a picture of him and Cassiopeia. I'm gonna change some stuff so it's not as obvious that I copied and pasted it because I'm lazy. Back there. Winky dinky. Maybe it was just, yeah, it's just like that. Okay. Do that. This. Just this. So great describing my animation process. Get award. I'm gonna undo everything. I'm just gonna redraw him. I hate drawing him, but I'm just gonna... okay. Have like a picture of them hugging. I never figured out their height difference. Like, they've been in multiple anime. I think they're around the same height usually. But yeah. I don't usually have their height difference really figured out. Let me find a previous picture of them. I feel like I've drawn Cassiopeia taller than him before, but I never gave him an official character sheet. I really don't know. Okay, so it's a mix of taller or shorter. I've only really drawn them together 2 different times, which is kind of funny. I've drawn him other times for the, I have, 2 different animatics for him and Sim, which is another character of the SMP, because they are pretty important to the plot. Let's have Cassiopeia be cute and hugging Baron or something. Wait, my eyes! Why are they closing? I'm just looking down! Curse you! I hate... fact that constantly my eyes are just glitching, which is really bad for streaming art because I was considering literally just straight up removing the up and down motion just so I could be streaming, but like it looks good when I look down. See, it doesn't even register me looking down. The issue is Beto. The issue is I can't really reposition the camera. I only have one spot I can put it on my entire desk, and yeah, I don't have a phone holder. It is propped up against my monitor, and thus is pretty far from my face actually. Let's have her be like slightly higher as like a, and him be grumpy. Yeah, Beto, I'm poor, and my camera, she's gonna be like really happy, like celebration. Baron's back. She's actually kind of upset at him. Phone holder would probably be the cheapest thing in your setup. Yeah, but I don't have one. I think my mic's also shit. I was re-listening to my thing, and it was not sounding good. My mic, but I don't really have any other alternatives, so phone hold. Oh yeah, I already read that one. The Baron's ugly. With putting some tack. Beto, it's not as easy as that. My phone's also really heavy. I don't think that would work. Have him looking up at Cassiopeia. Very angry that she's been lying to him. She's just happy he's back while also upset that he abandoned her in the first place. That's another whole storyline I'm doing. Cassiopeia is just straight up feeling abandoned. Her daughter dies, and then her best friend decides to go on. Best friend, whatever the fuck they are. We never decide. What the joke with me and Baron is no one in lore. The joke between me and Baron is no one in lore knows if Cassiopeia and Baron are dating or are like a sibling relationship. That's the joke. Their joke. They're ambiguous with that, so no one can fucking tell. Anyways, I've gotten weirder things to work. I know I've gotten weird things to work too. I just don't feel like setting it up, and this is easy. It works. They are not both dating and siblings. They're not actually related. That's why the joke can work. It's mainly a joke of if they have a sibling bond. But yeah, they're not related. Cassiopeia is from a completely different world than him. There's a multiverse here. Not multiverse. Well, I guess it is a multiverse. Cassiopeia was dragged from her world by an ancient one, and that's why she's here. Anyways, yeah, the joke is if they have a sibling bond or if they're dating. That's the entire joke of their relationship. Mainly because me and Baron make very funny. We just make funny jokes sometimes. Not funny jokes, but it's more like it accidentally happened naturally. The joke. Um, for example, when we were on hiatus, me and Baron both for once, and there was a joke on. They were both went to their summer desert cabin. But it was never. And when people explained why they went together or whatever, they were just like, "Oh, of course we would. We both own it." And the joke is if they own it because they like trust each other that much, or if they're partners. It was funnier in the moment. But yeah. Cassiopeia is one of my favorite characters, actually. She has a very fun little story of she destroyed herself to kill what she hated, and I respect her for that. I hate sketching kind of in animation purely because I can't do separate layers for the sketch. Like right now, I would normally have a separate layer for clothing and stuff, but I can't do that. This is not working well. I don't like this. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Harassing me. Oh, it's just random things. I love how you can see all my current tabs. Because like Eclipse Studio doesn't like to copy onto the Clip Studio doesn't like to exist on OBS, so I have to screen share my screen rather than specifically. Yeah, you get it. Cassiopeia is just so oblivious to Baron's pain and agony. Uh, There's so many inside jokes on this server though, Beto. I wish you'd gotten more like into it because the server's really fun when we actually have people. My favorite joke is I'm gonna burn your fucking family as a greeting. Which occurred because one player was doing like an end war thing. Baron harassed him while he was in the middle of typing something out. So he said, and I'm gonna burn your fucking family. And thus it became a meme for like over a month. It still is a meme. We still say it. I'm gonna burn your fucking family. I love you. As like a I love you thing. But I'm your family. Damn. Oh, we're so stupid. I think that's where the Baron and Cassiopeia joke came from, actually. I'm not gonna lie. There's also the Cassiopeia can change sex at will because she's like a fish, and Baron has woolly balls. There's a lot of. I'm realizing that we just make a lot of just jokes just that are not even that funny, just we just all laugh at. Anyways, we need to get the server more active again. I miss it. I love how I'm just doing her in her OG outfit because I'm too lazy to actually figure out what I'm doing for her for next arc. Reminds me of a girl I knew in high school that used to open a conversation with, maybe we should just stab Caesar. That's just Tumblr. I bet she was on Tumblr. Tumblr literally celebrates Caesar getting stabbed every single year. It's a thing. If I actually draw the arm first, maybe it'll actually look better. But yeah, apparently it's a Mean Girls reference. Oh, interesting. Would have never guessed. I've never actually watched Mean Girls. I've watched the musical, not the movie musical version, which sucks. I liked the original musical, which sucked a little less. Except now I can't listen to it because it brings up grief and stuff and all that shit. You know how it is. You like something, but you're hyper focused on it before someone dies, and then everything goes to shit. But you know, typical things. And then he has like that weird design here. But yeah, never watched actual Mean Girls. I feel like everyone else loves it though. But yeah, I love the "I'm gonna burn your fucking family" joke. It's my favorite joke ever because it's just so goofy. Because it's okay. That's okay. You're not missing much. But the "I'm gonna burn your fucking family" joke became a very inside joke of I care about you in a way. I don't know. It was so weird how it evolved. I have the screenshot still. Let me rewatch this to see how it's looking. I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend, and you've been holding out again. Let's have like a scene of him squinting his eyes at her like obliviousness. I don't like drawing Baron from the front. It feels wrong. I hate drawing snouted creatures from the front unless it's like a muzzle snout. Look at the zoomed in Baron. This is gonna look badly, I bet. But I'm gonna change in the final version. Front snoot, yes. Baron's front snoot. I love how half of my animation literally is just, I'm grabbing this thing and moving it. Let's do like one more slightly higher. If you like the number of layers in certain animations scare me purely because sometimes it's just like an insane amount of layers and then you have to go through them all. That's like the worst part. Also, I'm gonna have his like eyebrows tilt more. Actually, I might have his like. I'm gonna make it more extreme. It's like onion skin. And let's have it like relaxed panel. See how that looks. That's lagged. Oh yeah, it's just because it's fast. Just like a little bit further, so it might work. Save. That second, I hate. Oh, it's smart. Ugh, I gotta love. I love streaming, but I like streaming art more because I get to just ramble about my OCs and stuff. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's just check.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes.
Is that keyform not on? Why? Keyform's not on. That's why. I was like, that does not look right. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Okay, let's just turn that back up max. It's fine.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in.
Ugh! Why must keyforms be so annoying? Make sure all of them are working. Okay, yes. All keyforms are now working because they're not stupid.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. Holding out again.
Okay. I need to change. Okay, so this one works for the eyes, but I need to move. Like, I have to show her doing something magical or something. Next scene. Maybe have her, like, looking back and forth and sneaking away or something. But I don't think I have this time for it. I have a total of 10-ish seconds to do this. That's not even sorry, 10-ish frames, not even seconds. Have her already looking that way, so maybe like have her looking at. Have her looking. This is not her hairstyle. Why am I doing that? That hairstyle is not hers. It's not fluffy enough. It's just. Oh, have her with Sim, obviously! That's the biggest betrayal for Baron! Having Cassiopeia interact friendly with Sim would be a biggest betrayal. Obviously, I'm a genius. Baron hates Sim because he perceives her as a witch and she's against what he believes in. So he therefore has a bad hatred for her and they want to destroy her, but Cassiopeia is trying to befriend her because they're both ancient ones and Cassiopeia needs an ally when Baron inevitably finds out what she's done. So great at drawing fins. Cassiopeia is slightly over. I don't know how tall Sim would be in this scene, but of them talking. She usually has her goggles. I just realized you guys probably totally missed my view. But she probably has her goggles at this point. Because it's slightly too big. Apparently Sim is now canonically shorter than Cassiopeia. Pure accident. Let me find my last drawing of Sim. because I do need to actually have her reference. I think it was this one because I don't feel like actually looking for her character. I'm not gonna lie. Her character sheet. I don't have a character sheet for her. I'd have to look for her Minecraft skin, which I don't feel like doing. So here we are, vibing, grabbing the clip if it'll ever load, but looking for the. There we go. What does she look like here? Okay, I can also steal her colors from here, so that works. I've drawn Sim a few times actually. I really like. Oh, did she not have her goggles anymore, or did I just not draw her with them? I'll just avoid the goggles, I guess, since I didn't draw them last time, which probably means she doesn't have them on her skin anymore. Again, I do not care to check. Have her little hair down. Does she has her hair like back, I believe. Yeah. Cassiopeia. And Sim. I guess I could just leave it at this until I do line art. But yeah, I don't know. Let me just take a look at what it looks like and
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again.
this looks amazing. I'm very happy right now because oh, ad is in progress. I did not know that. I forgot that I have ads now. I kind of forgot I did that. I love this because it's implying so much of the future stuff. It works really well. Ah, gotta love. Really looking really good. Imagine ads looking really good though. I figured I'd activate ads, although I learned that they're actually work like they give you nothing, so I probably should just remove them and just not have ads besides pre-roll ads, but you know, fix. Really excited about getting this done. I'm sure it'll look good in the end. Ignore my bad drawing skills. This is a sketch. I'll do it better. 20 minutes. Did I draw Sim's outfit as? Oh, she's like wearing like a sweater. I forgot about that. Just give her. I don't know what to do for the final bit, which is like the music. Well, not music, but the instrumental. That's the word.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again.
I guess I could just cut it. Like if I cut it right here, what would it look? I wouldn't like to cut it, but if it works better.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again. I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again. I've been seeing things.
I do like it better with the final bit, and then I can like give him like a moment of glaring. Actually, I'm just gonna repeat the first frame and have his eyes get squintier. There, perfect. I'm a genius. Copy. Have him get angier and have his eyes get squintier. Maybe I can just like give him this. That might work. That might give pizzazz. Um. I'm gonna recopy this. Have it right copied, and then I'm then to copy. He shows his ink. At this will.
I've been seeing things for how they really be, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again. I've been seeing things I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again.
I'm gonna partially adjust his shoulders in this scene. A little bit less angry and confrontational. And then his there. And I bet that'll be good.
I've been seeing things for how they really be. And I can see it in your eyes, and so you call yourself my friend. You've been holding out again. Friend.
Perfect. I think I'm gonna say the sketch is probably done. Sketch is probably done. I could probably start some line art. I'm gonna probably end stream soonish, purely because I'm not sure if I want to do all the line art tonight, but we'll see how far I get, and if I manage to do a lot, then that's great. There we go. Let's turn down the opacity and line art. Do some nice line art. Did I change my brush in there? Yeah, I did on that. Back to funny. A little bit more. So angry. Okay, let me get a good brush size for this. Too small. I'd like to get eye close to the funny brush. Sketchy size. That works, I think. Oh, my eyes are closed again. Why does it keep doing this to me? Um, did I give him cheek fluff? Let's see. I don't think I gave. No, he has just a regular chin. Let me go ahead and draw that in. Nope, that didn't work. My graphics tablet moved. It was gonna be a perfect one too until my meddling graphics tablet moved. This is going badly. Yeah, there's also a small issue. My tablet glove is broken, so my skin is just directly on my tablet, which makes it so I'm dragging more than I usually do. I'm doing so good. Okay, just go ahead and sketch Baron's little hair. I love fluffy hair, what can I say? Also, llamas basically actually have this hair. I've met multiple llamas in person. They have fluffy hair. They actually are very fluffy. You think of like alpacas as like peak fluff. No, llamas are just as fluffy and soft. In fact, they're softer than alpacas. I'm not gonna lie. Llamas are pretty cool. Draw his face down. Might not look. It's good enough. Best thing about an animatic is most people aren't gonna analyze everything, so you can bullshit in certain areas. Score. Give him a little angry eyebrows. Cool, cool. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that's good enough. Cute. Let's give him his little circle thing. I actually kind of hate the line art part of animatics purely because it's repetitive. Actually, nope. I don't hate the line art parts. I hate color. Coloring in animatics and animation is my personal hell. As a person who uses like 10 different layers just for colors, being stuck to one layer with a lot of gradients is hell. I hate my life when I have to color animations. Anyways, the good news about this animation is once I'm done with it, it'll be on my YouTube, so watch it all to your heart's content. There we go. Let's just go ahead and this. I'm really annoyed. I feel like the line art's not the right color. I feel like I'm too heavy on my lines right now. I'm not gonna change the side. Oh, my back's starting to hurt. Being bent over a screen on. Fun fact though, as an artist, I have yet to currently, in all my time of drawing, I have never gotten carpal tunnel. Knock on wood. Knock knock. I've never gotten carpal tunnel. It's a miracle. I feel like every single artist I've ever met has gotten carpal tunnel at some point. I'm just lucky. Or I wonder if EDS affects carpal tunnel if you get carpal tunnel. Would it make you get it more or less, I wonder? Something to research when I'm on stream, I guess. Oh, that's the wrong. I'm gonna leave his other ear out of frame. I think it looks fine. Go ahead and just take sure to take care of your hands. I do. So the thing is the reason why so many people get carpal tunnel is because a lot of people draw with their wrist instead of their elbow. When you move, you move with your wrist rather than elbow or something. I saw once. I actually move with my elbow a lot, majority of the time when I'm drawing, which I think is the reason I haven't gotten it for realsies. I saw a thing on that years ago, and I was like, wait, I never use my wrist. Do normal people use their wrist? And apparently that's a very common thing, so that's why a lot of artists get it, supposedly. But that's just something I heard once. So it could be wrong. I do not claim to be a medical professional. Disclaimer. But you claim to have seen stuff on the internet, though. Which is totally accurate information. There we go. Baron. Let me see how he looks without the line sketch layer. He's a llama. Perfect. Or llama. Okay, let's start drawing Cassiopeia. Be unaware that she's about to have her teammate pissed at her. Not gonna lie, I might just cut stream now. Makes sense. Most of it's wrist movement as well as the firmness of your grip. My firmness of my grip definitely is probably fucking me up in that regard then, because Jinx, you're definitely not normal. I hate you. No, but literally, I know I'm not normal. But yeah, no, I do not. Shush, 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 shush. Stop it. Anyways, what's it called? I was gonna go somewhere with this. I don't know. My brain got sidetracked. I lost where I was going with my ramble. My eyes are closed again. Why live VTube Studio? Why? Constant technical difficulties with VTube Studio personally hating me. But yeah, poor Cassiopeia. I'm gonna have her have so much trauma by the end of. It's fine. The roleplay character. God, though. Animatics are such a pain. Like, they're so much fun, but at the same time, they take so much time. Good end product, terrible process. Get her. She's not in the right color, by the way. I don't know, yeah, I always do her in a blue color. Let me just do that real fast. Doesn't even matter. Why am I? That's not even the right blue color for her eyes. Okay, then. We're just not going to color her eyes yet. We're just going to do everything else. I always draw her in a blue line art. It looks better on her because she's a blue character. But yeah. Her eyes will be turquoise soon. I have the eyes a different color because they overlap with the line art so much. It's not a very drastic color. Now, Sim has a very drastic character color for eyelashes. I actually really like doing the colors with Sim. She's since I don't draw her often, it's not as much of a pain in the ass as like doing it for like my character. Sim only has like a few drawing or animatics I've done of her character, so it's not as pain in the ass as if like I did it with all my characters. But you know, all my characters are designed to be the least annoying thing to draw, and yet I still get annoyed every time I have to draw them. Don't know what that says about me. That is a really bad line. There. That. I'm so bad at commenting my art. I'm just like, there we go, here we go. That's great. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Go. Oh, God. I am actually doing pretty okay, I'm not gonna lie. For the art, usually I do a lot more erasing. My back's definitely starting to feel the effects of me being, well, drawing for hours on end. I do not have good posture. I mean, I feel like a lot of artists don't have good posture, so I can't be that bad about it. But yeah. Best part of dramatic work is when you go outside the lines and no one will ever see besides the people watching your. No one will know that nothing's finished right here. You guys will. You guys know the secret that I do really badly with animatic work, and everything outside the lines is free game. Especially for color. I hate color. And I don't usually finish the line work outside of the like lines right here. So I just typically with the color, I just literally cut everything off. I don't even bother. It's actually kind of funny depending on the art piece. Sometimes it's just like, oh wow, there's just an entire chunk missing the second you go slightly lower than the original built-in. Let me. I feel like this isn't looking right. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. It's fine. There we go. Go. That's basically it for everything but the eyebrows, and then I can get her eyelash color and do her other eyelash. And oh yeah, another annoying part about animatics, you can't copy and paste. So I cannot copy and paste the eyes to make them symmetrical by my means, by my usual means. I have to actually try to make it and myself. The pain. So I'll carefully. I'm sure my YouTuber model hates right now. Okay, now just naturally do the eye and hope it doesn't look bad. I just cut off right here just to show a point. Well, I'll do it on the other. Oh, enough. Eyelash. This. Um, Trace this just purely so. That's not bad. That's bad. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There you go. Close enough. I don't really care as much. Not gonna lie. I'm not paid enough to care. Not paid at all. Well, because I'm doing it regardless. Okay, duplicate this. Ah, nope. Do not delete that layer I just spent for. Duplicate right here. Layer 3. Turn off this layer real fast so I can just change her eye direction. And then I have to basically copy and paste the fancy, I hate. By that I mean keyframes. I hate keyframes. It's actually more of a green than turquoise. Her jaw's weird. I don't know why I did it okay, so it's like too pointy. I need to round it. I feel like it's just I just hate it for her character. There we go. Definitely looks better. Okay, let me fix that right here. Key skin. Perfect. No one will eat. God, I'm and definitely not the right clear way.
Seeing things for how they really be.
Okay, so copy and paste this, and then I'm gonna line art over the already established keyframes and do that. It seems overly complicated, just by not it's not overly complicated, I mean it's painful any other way. This layer completely can be gone. No, not needed. This layer, however, I'm gonna erase everything and then trace over, well, line art, not trace. Not tracing, it's just trace everything. Um, there we go. Get everything set up for her. Be honest, once I get all of the line art done, it's really easy. Although I'll probably just stop for the night after line art, because let's be honest, line art, not line art. Let's be honest, color is the most miserable part about animating, and by most miserable part, I mean it quite literally. I hate color in animation. This doesn't look quite right. I'm gonna. I don't feel like. Go. That group group. This. Gotta wait to get like all the other pieces. Eyes because I hate redoing eyeline. That nope. Like that. That. Perfect. I'll even know that it doesn't exist found. Ugh. Neck is definitely hurting. There we go. There we go. Base layer so I can look at this and then blank. Perfect. Eyes. Ah, this is going. That looks way too. And I should have done the hair first. I didn't. After this line art, I might actually just be done. I'm kind of getting tired. Not like of the art, but because my back hurts. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell? What? What the, what the, the, that's never happened to me before in my life. Why is it just randomly? What? What the hell, Clip Studio? I'm gonna save this just to be safe. I don't lose my progress. But what the fuck, Clip Studio? Maybe if I change frame and go to a different frame, it'll realize that it's being stupid. But oh my god, that is weird. Okay, let me go back. No, what the fuck, Clip Studio? How does it look when I play the thing? Does it work?
I've been seeing things for how they really be.
Yeah, it works. Okay, great. So despite it being stupid, it works at least in that way. Okay, great. But I'm so confused. Uh-oh. I'm just so confused on why this is happening. Oh, like. It just doesn't make sense. Let me just confirm again that it's fine.
I've been seeing things for how they really be.
Yeah, it plays fine. It's just being weird as fuck with the rendering. I'm just so confused. Happened before. Okay, well, anyway. This should work fine.
And I can see it in
Perfect. Okay. Turn off this so I can go ahead and remove up here. That's so weird. Why is it not rendering? Oh my god, I've never had this happen.
I've been seeing things for how they really be. And I can see.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's add a layer. I take this one, Alt, steal this layer, and just fast. It's fine after that last layer, but that weird glitch has inspired me to. I should probably actually like. Is there a way I could maybe? I can't really like directly, so I guess I'm just gonna turn the opacity super down, move this, and just directly place this as close as humanly possible so it doesn't look as awkward when I the blinking. Not as close as humanly possible, but it's fine. I mean, I could just got a better solution. I got a better solution. Throw this back at max. Steal this layer. Put it where 5 is. Basically a 1 I think. Maybe slightly bigger. No, it's definitely not 1 to 1. Ugh, hate art. But I have to save it regardless. Let's just arrange it. There. Now it's like 1 to 1. The second turn. Okay, now I can do the little magic of I of I've just went around. Carve around. Let's fix all the little issues on here. The Although I guess anything outside of the lines I don't need to be precise about. Ah, didn't save a cup of this at all. Undo everything. Save. Copy. Copy as next. There. Actually, copy as this. Okay, now fix all the lines. I'm not quite sure why this is being right here. Patch it really fast. This. Ah, that's not actually in the center, which is going to probably bother people, including me. It's fine. Her eyes all closey closed. After this, I will be done. Little animation bits. Okay, so theoretically, this should all look actually obviously for the rest. We put 6 here. Perfect. Let's just check it out.
I've been seeing things for how they really been, and I can see it in your eyes, and so you.
Yep, that works perfectly. I think